So let's have a look at the grid. It's a very small grid, suspiciously small grid this week. Nah, there's another copy of it. Why have I done 2 copies? Why have I done 3? And the answer is one of those is spare, but 2 will be needed because this is called Common Bond and it is by Hex. This puzzle consists of 2 independent puzzles having very little in common. Each set of clues leads to a different set of grid entries. Since the 2 sets must share the grid, solvers are advised to leave room in each square for 2 letters. Only a few squares contain the same letter for both puzzles. Those letters should be entered 1 per square. When all the answers have been entered in the grid, the solitary letters will be seen to form the common bond that holds everything together. One answer is an abbreviation and 9 are capitalised. So, basically, we have got here down set B, across set B, down set A, and across set A. So we've got 2, all it is we've just been given 2 cryptic crosswords here, and some of the letters in the grids will match. So this could be an A, and then that could be an A, for example. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have, this is going to be crossword A, this one underneath will be crossword B. We're just going to fill them in normally rather than squeeze 2 letters in. If we need to do it, if thematically for some reason that might look useful, then I'll do it later. But at the moment, we're just going to solve crossword A, then we're going to solve crossword B, and then we're going to look for where the letters agree within the 2 grids. No, but it will do very shortly. It will do very shortly, he says with a pen in his mouth. Oh my! I'd entirely forgotten, Sensei. Hang on, I need to get my can ready. It's over here. Should have got 3 of them. You're quite right. I mean, you won't notice if it's the same one. I'm back. Oh, I can't be bothered to do if that's now. Oh, never mind. Because I can't be bothered to work. If someone wants to give me a formula, I'll tell you that it's B17 and B28. It is an experience watching me, I'll give you that. Allow me to first go to all the clues and then I will go to you when I need help. Male individual given name by uncle in Shakespearean clan. Male individual given name by uncle in Shakespearean clan. So is it going to be a name in Shakespeare? Love Shakespeare. Okay, that is perfect, Hans. Whoop. Thank you very much. I will. I'll put that in there. And then copy it across. Copy the formula. And in fact, I do want B28. Otherwise, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. A. Yeah, that's fine. And B. And it comes as yeah. Okay, good. That has worked. Male individual given name by uncle in Shakespearean clan. Just trying to think of some Shakespearean surnames whilst I do that copy and pasting. Capulet. That's it. Montague. Actually, Montague is another one. Male. Oh, hang on. Male. What if it is Montague? Yes, it is, isn't it? Good evening, Pause. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. Pizza is always good. It is Montague, isn't it? Because M is male, and it must be 1, but it's got tag and U in it. So there we go. Male is M. Individual is 1, but in the middle is tag, which is your name. What's your name? What's your tag? And uncle must be you, so I can put Montague in here. There we go. Classic love story about differences initially. Okay, so we need. Differences initially is D, so we're going to put D in the middle of either a love story, which is 4 letters, or love, which is O, and then a story, which might be a lie. Yes, it's that way round. Go for it in the chat. Good evening, Marky V. Have you got ahead with Chance of Sinar? Have you done your homework yet? Why are you telling me it's not Montague when it is Montague? It is oldie for the next one as well. Yes, so it's D for differences initially, in, O for love, and a story is a lie. Oh. 9. Going far down river in Scotland, west of pass. Okay, yes, I'm happy with that one. Going far down river in Scotland, west of pass. Quite a nice surface, that. Good evening to you, Montague. Yeah, just going to call you all Montague now, apparently. Going far down river in Scotland, west of pass. You will need some geographical river knowledge for this clue. Go for 9. I'm going to try and push us on and ignore the smut coming out of anybody's mouth. Go for 9, Waterfall. It is... So the river in Scotland is the D. That I will say. And then west of, west of pass is P. And there we go. Deep. Clink glasses at opening internet enterprise. I'll just keep all the instructions on whilst we do grid 1, because you don't need to not see them. You can just see them. Clink glasses, that's like... Ding! Open... So an internet enterprise might be like an e-shop or something? Or, oh, hang on, is it eBay? Is it going to be eBay? Like, because that might be an internet enterprise. This is 2002. eBay, very much a thing by 2002. Not spotting it, but I am going to not shake any cans vigorously. I'm going to ignore that. I don't know 10. I'm going to come back to it. I know you're getting it, but I'm going to come back to it. Smart. Returning green, lousy eggs. Okay, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, happy with 11. I try to avoid going to parties, so clinking glasses, no, it's not a thing I do. Get my butler to do it for me. So no physical contact, please. Smart returning green, lousy eggs. Now I'm saying lousy. Maybe I should be saying lousy rather than lousy. Sort of more of a s than a z. Go for 11. So lousy eggs, if you've got them in your hair, knits. And green is G, as in Roy G. Biv. And that's all returning. Hollow's given a correct answer. I think that's the first correct answer you've given in weeks, Hollow. Meredith, following up with the police, absolutely. So G knits, all back, is sting. And if something stings, it smarts, it hurts. Married in place with charm. Married in place with charm. Married is M. We're going to put that in, I assume, some form of place. So to place is to site. Could be a place, which could be like... So we're going to put M in a four-letter word for a place. And we're going to get a charm. So your charm is your style, your sophistication. It could be a charm is in an amulet. Waterfall might have 12. But again, I'm going to ignore any help because it's quite a small grid. So I feel like it's bigger cheating. But I'm not... But that's the way I think it works. M in a four-letter word for a place or to place, to site, to situate. That's all I can think of. To locate. No. Charm. No. Sensitivity shifted to the listener. Sensitivity shifted to the listener. Okay, so it's going to be two words that sound like each other. So it's going to be a word sounding like shifted to mean sensitivity, and it's four letters. So it's going to be like tact. If you deal with something with sensitivity, you have tact. So T-A-C-K-E-D. Is that shifted? I don't think that's shifted. If you tack something, you don't shift it, do you? I think it's going to be something else. Didn't know that that's what it meant in sailing. Well, there you go. If you tack in sailing like that, you shift in a boat. Anyway. So that's going to be tact, T-A-C-T, because it sounds like that. 17, lake. That's nothing beyond ordinary. I want it to be Como, because that's got an O at the end, but I can't think why, where the com would come from. Because nothing would be O and beyond ordinary, and ordinary could be com. But what other lakes are 4 letters that have an O at the end? I'll shift my direction to best utilise the wind, I can tell you that. What's a magpie? What's a magpie sailor then? I'm something. I feel like a punchline's coming up. Com for common for ordinary, maybe. It feels like it's a bit like one step too removed. So common, so that become Como. I'll put that there. Listener, the listener crossword and the magpie crosswords. I used to subscribe to the magpie crosswords. I just don't have the time these days because I'm always entertaining you lot. Cried out for a drink. Cried out for drink. Oh, oh yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, happy with 18. I know Foggy does not like the magpie. Go for 18. Go for 18. This one is an anagram. Out is your anagram indicator. We're after a drink that is an anagram of cried. It's a fairly cheap alcoholic drink. Or it can be cheap. I'm assuming you can get expensive ones as well. Cider. No, that's a pirate. Cider. Cider drinker. Tracker. And I don't like apple cider, but I like pear cider. Basically, yeah, I find... as long as it's sweet, I don't mind it, and I prefer it non-alcoholic. Decline some poetry, accepting first of songs for shows. I think that's right, aside from the first H. Just take that first H out, Catnip, and that is Wetherspoons, I think. Gosh, that's a good question, actually. Pretty sure it's just... Anyway. Decline some poetry, accepting first of songs for shows. Okay, so first of songs is S. We're going to put that in. Some poetry. Is decline some poetry. Because you can decline a verb, isn't it? Or declensions. That's definitely a thing in... You conjugate a verb, you have declensions of nouns. But I don't think it's going to be that. Some poetry could just be verse, stanzas, lines, declines. No. For shows. If you show, you broadcast, you air, you display. What about displays? Some poetry could be plays. But then, no, a decline is a lip, a dip. A decline is a dip. I don't know why some poetry would be lays, but then put an S in it and you get shows. Do we like displays? Some poetry lays. Oh, like lay verse. Okay, so displays is therefore correct. There we go. Let's go to the Downs in A. Ways toward California Town. Ways towards California Town. I'm going to need to know, is there a California town called Modesto? Because your ways could be your modes, and then toward is to. There we go, it is. Thank you very much. Not heard of it, not been there. Is it north or is it south or is it in the middle? Is it coastal? Is it continental? Do let me know. Spread cheer with a hug. Spread cheer with a hug. Okay, happy with that. There's only one letter you need to give me. Type in that one letter, please. Type in the letter. Basically in the middle. Okay, thank you. It's not J, Faddy. Oleo is the spread, and the cheer is ole, and a hug is in hugs and kisses. You know, you write XOXO for hugs and kisses. The kisses are the X's, so the hugs are the O's. So a hug is the letter O. Our name is Ways Towards Encrypting. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Is upset with ends. Is upset with ends. Well, it's tips, because we've got all the letters. But why is it tips? Because the ends of something are tips. Is upset with? I mean, it's spit backwards. But why would eyes or is be spit? I don't know, but it's definitely tips. If you know how that clue works, let me know. But I'm going to move on to 4. Woody, in a way, is reading novel. Okay, I think I must know this. Oh, okay. If you're upset, you're on tilt and you tip. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm assuming this is Guthrie. No, it's not, because there's a D. Woody. Okay, so it isn't Guthrie. I was going off Guthr. I was going entirely wrong there. 4 down. Woody, in a way, is reading novel. Must be. Woody Harrelson. Woody Woodpecker. No, it's just got to be like Sylvan or something. Woody, in a way, is reading novel. Not spotting it. Going to come back to that. Sorry, hello, and sorry, Waterfall, and sorry, everyone who has got 4. Supported by part of group only. Supported by part of group only. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's exactly right, Marsh. Oh dear. Yeah, there's the whole. Oh, can we be? Is it Flora who definitely don't advertise themselves as margarine, because I got very annoyed that people were calling it margarine and not like a floury spread or whatever it's called. I have got one. Go for it in the chat. It is a hidden. It's my favourite. Ding. Upon. It's hidden in group only. It's part of that. Congratulations, Grandma Van. Have a biscuit. There we go. Performs a pre-flight routine maintaining 5 mechanisms. De-ices? Devices. De-ices. It is that. But then it's going to maintain, i.e. keep in the middle of it, 5, which is V. And then we're going to get mechanisms for devices. There we go. I was so close there, wasn't I? Oh, no! 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 That's got it on. Why? I always remember it for the second time. I even had to get the cans ready. Oh dear. I just terrible. What clue was that? 7 up, 7 down, moving on. 8 down. Gale is swirling around restricted Mediterranean seaport. Yes, I'm happy with 8 down. What clue is this? Well, if this is 7 up, then this is 8 down. The two are unrelated. Go for 8. It's an anagram of Gale is, and R can be restricted. Restricted can be represented by the letter R, like in classifications, I guess. Anagram of that. Algiers, and now I'm trying to remember how to spell it. There we go. Also, what Mr. Gore does when he doesn't like something. I can't spell Algiers. There we go. Greek character and I circling one island. Greek character and I circling one island. Okay, so I need a 2-letter Greek character maybe, and then the letter I, and another I is going to go in it. 13, let's have a look. Okay. Greek character and I circling. So is it going backwards? But then why would it be going backwards? Ah, thanks, Katus. That's the mnemonic. That's the mnemonic I needed. The mnemonic I needed. Monica needed a mnemonic. No. Monica needed a mnemonic. No. Moving on. Greek character. And I circling. What's circling? One island. Barley is the only thing that I can think of, but that's going to give an SB as the first two letters of 12 across. So I don't think it's that. Greek character. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta. Can that be going backwards in some way? Theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu. Maui. There we go. Got there. Okay. So Greek character is mu. And I, but I can be A because it's cheeky. And then, oh no, Greek character and I, that is just I, and it's circling one, which can be A. And then we go, Maui. Turned green, giving guy's name. Turned green, giving guy's name. Okay, so it's four-letter word meaning green, starting L-I. And we're going to reverse it, and we get a guy's name. Oh, look at his Phil. Oh! I'm sorry, my voice is feeling a little hesky. Do you know the answer to 14 down? Go for it if you need. I may have deliberately done that. It's lime. A lime! That is backwards. And there we go. Yes, I did the Heskey Husky gag. There we go. Emil Heskey is a footballer, I think. But anyway, it's lime backwards because it's turned, and then that's the guy's name. And last but not least, victim's appeal heard. Is that pray? Yeah, that's going to be pray, as in P-R-A-Y, as an appeal, but it sounds like that, and it becomes the victim, P-R-E-Y. They put the meal in the coconut. Okay, so clink glasses. Oh, okay, yes, I'm happy with 10 now. Reading's got one of these. I've been in the Reading one. Go for 10. Clink glasses at opening Internet Enterprise. The Internet Enterprise is AOL, America Online. And glasses at opening is G. Put it together and what have you got? Bibbity bobbity boo. It is jail, yes. I've been inside Reading Jail. It was very, very... It was overcrowded, but not with prisoners. It was an open day. And I realise as I say that a prison having an open day sounds stupid, but there were no prisoners left because it wasn't fit for habitation anymore. So they were having an open day where you could go in and look around. You could see where Oscar Wilde was imprisoned, and you could just see all the cells and everything like that. Because it was a really popular day, and so it was really busy. Married in place with charm. Night. Catnip, look after yourself. Is it going to be smite? Yes, it is. It is sight. Oh, I did the thing. I had the thing and I couldn't get it right. So married is M, in place. If you place something, you cite it. Put M in that and you get smite. And it's more charm in the hex side of things. That's good, Focky. I like it. I sort of see smite and charm to be sort of opposites, but they're not. Yeah. You were charmed, you were smitten. It's fine, it works, but yeah. Okay, what have we got here? Woody, in a way, is reading novel. Oh, I must be an anagram of reading then. Okay, Woody, in a way. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got 4. Go for 4. Starts with G, because you can see it in the grid. And then grained, I think. It's like woody stuff is grained. Yep. And that gives us Mia for this. Ah, so that's a lake, isn't it? Why did I... Ah, because I'd written something there. So that's... Okay, it's just a double definition. A lake is a Mia, and if something's not beyond ordinary, it's fine. It's Mia, you know, a Mia. Yeah, that sort of thing. Well, there you go. That's the crossword done. Let's do another one. And some of these letters will match, and that will form a message and will tell us what the common bond is that holds everything together. 15, yes, but only because I hadn't put it in. Okay. Female, i.e. girl, wrecked excellent, delicate work. Female, i.e. girl, wrecked excellent, delicate work. Okay. Yes, I'm happy with this. Oh, which of these would you watch? Deep Jail. I'd watch Deep Jail. Go for one across. It's an anagram of F for female, i.e. girl, because it's wrecked, and then E for excellent, and you're going to get a word meaning a delicate work. Filigree. There we go. Do you agree? I filigree. I'd argue, Catus, that it was actually an anagram of F plus i.e. girl and then plus E at the end. I'd actually argue that E is not part of it. Semantics. 6 down. I'm only saying that because I could actually work that one out. Amount of exotic hormone in Olympian's blood. Amount of exotic hormone in Olympian's blood. It's rare that I'm right and you're wrong, Catus, so I just had to take the opportunity. So I'm so sorry. Exotic hormone. Ah, right. Okay. Yes, fine. Yes. There we go. Happy with this. What I will say before you type it in the chat is that I'm looking very whited out. I'm still looking whited out. Okay, let's do some white balance. Oh no, that's that's some of my notes. That's a bit better. Go for 6, and I will say, bing. I nearly did. Hollow. It's hidden. It's a hidden, and it's hidden in exotic hormone. It's an amount of it, and it's the Olympian's blood, also known as Ica. So far we've got an E that is in the same place. This code is working. The E is in the same place, so that's good. But I'm going to keep that out of shot. So you can, if you want to, concentrate and work it all out. But I'm not doing that. Ica. Something screwy about one dark time in Europe. Winter. Now, one answer is an abbreviation. Is it going to be this one? The time in Europe, is it going to be GMT or something like that? Or, oh, I don't know. What is it? EST for European Standard Time? Anyway, something screwy, a screw, about I for the letter 1, and then it's a dark time in Europe. Night? Oh, Nuit. There we go. It's going to be Nuit. So something screwy is a nut. And put I in it, about 1. Write it about the word, about the letter I. And you get a dark time in Europe, Nuit. So that's that. 10. French town with English imprisoned. 4 letters. French town with English imprisoned. Well, the French word for town is ville, so it's nothing to do with that. So I need a 3-letter English town. All I can think of is Nice at the moment. Nice, Nancy, Paris, Calais. None of these have got 4 letters or 3 letters in. French town with English imprisoned. There's a question mark. Is it a hidden? I'm going to move on. Bewildered chief of staff interrupting a meal. Bewildered chief of staff interrupting a meal. Yes, I've got this one. This is something I would imagine that has to happen in the Oval Office occasionally. Bewildered chief of staff interrupting a meal. I've got this one. Remember 7 down. Remember 7 down. Remember 7 down. Go for 11 if you've got it. So, bewildered is your definition. Chief of staff. That's not a complex, like, initialism of that person or anything like that. It's just the first letter of staff. S. And it's going to interrupt A for A, and meal is T. Put an S in AT and you get at C. I see. Husband getting into jazz musicians raps. So I need a 4-letter jazz musician. We're going to put H for husband in it, and we're going to get raps. I'm going to have to come back to that one. What is rap? Jazz musicians. So Miles Davis, Louis Armstrong, Etta James, was she jazz? Satchmo. Don't know this one, and I know that you'll be able to help me when we get there, so I'm going to come back to it. Knockout Chinese politician in New York. Knockout Chinese politician in New York. I feel like a Chinese politician is going to be like Xi, like XI or something like that, or 2 letters. We're going to put it in NY for New York. So we're going to get blank, so N blank IY. I don't like that. Chinese politician. I'm sorry, I'm just putting my slippers on. I've got cold feet. Oh, you should see. Look, they're not just slippers, they're proper fluffy booties. My room is very cold at the moment. During the day, I tend to be fully dolled up in all the winter gear I can imagine, but fluffy slippers. I'm sure I probably have heard of them. Humphrey Littleton. But I'm going to come back to that one. Chinese, but we'll make me. Check out my booty. Yeah. Okay, there's my raid phrase. Check out my booty. Hang on. Cold feet, warm bottom, can't lose. That was the Friday Night Lights thing, wasn't it? That's a reference that only some people are going to get, but that's fun. Yeah. I'm going to come back to that one as well. Single, you draw together an audience. Single, you draw together in audience. So, I mean, if you draw together, you unite, and that's sort of like unit, but I don't think that's what it's getting at. Single, lone. If you draw together, do you loan? I don't think you do. What did I think? Yeah, single is in LONE. It's got to be unit, isn't it? You is you. Draw together. You knit. You. Oh, KNIT. It's unit. You, Y-O-U, knit, K-N-I-T, sounds like you knit. And that's a single. I nearly did the thing. Hot being in German state. Hot being in German state. Is this Hesse? Is there a German... No. Is there a state called Hesse? Because hot is H, and to be in Germany, isn't that Esse or Essen? Or Esse? And then state is... I don't quite... But yeah, I'll go with Hesse. Fine. People are saying it's looking good. It feels right. Last clue. For the acrosses. Gently fall down, upset about a pair of final letters. I did enjoy yesterday Chance of Sinar with some of the translations that I was getting. It was excellent. Gently fall down, so sort of float, flutter. Upset about pair of finals, so it's going to be F-I. Letters, epistles, E-P-I-S-T-L-E-S. Can it be epistles? Don't think it can. Gently fall, like pitter-patter of raindrops. Float. Nope, gonna come back to 19 as well. Okay, 1 down for B. Which clue is this? It's not 7 down. Particular conclusion. Gross. Finicky. Hang on, isn't it? Yeah, it's finicky. It's finicky because conclusion, F-I-N at the end of a film. And then if it's gross, it's icky. So it's finicky, and if you're particular, you're finicky. I can be a very finicky editor, and I have to tone it down. Copper. Copper going in is where some patients stay briefly. I'm just going to go for this one. This is your abbreviation. Copper is CU. Going in is, and that's ICUs, and that's where some patients stay briefly. Idiot always has suggestion. Idiot always has suggestion. Okay, why is it iota? Why is it iota then? Because we've got awful letters again. Oh no, I didn't see it. But that's because I looked at this. I guess an iota is a suggestion, yeah. There was a hint of something, an iota in the, yeah. But I think I have to. Whoops! I have to ding myself. One of that. So boo. Thinks about riding carried by equine. Thinks about riding carried by equine. I think the definition is I want the definition to be thinks about, because I want the answer to be reasons based on this. Wheel of Fortuning it. So let's have a look. Because we've got a Rowan, no. Thinks about his reasons. Riding. If you're riding, you're on. Carried by equine. Is there a rias? Oh no. Thinks is reasons. About is RE. And then an ass is an equine with on in the middle of it. There's a lot going on in that. Yeah. Good clue. I wish I'd worked that out. Weapons, simple structure, initially ignored. Yep, happy with this. I'm just going to go for it. And I'll give you the next one. Epee, because it's TP. The weapon is an epee, and the simple structure is a TP. And you ignore the first letter. There's a raid phrase. There's a lot going on with that ass. We are racking up. We are racking up raid phrases. Well, hollow is the final answer already. I do not know. I'm deliberately not looking because I'm just solving the clues. I've remembered. He's remembered, everybody. What clue is this? This is the second of the 7 downs that we should hopefully get today if there's a 7 down in the next crossword. If this is 7 up, then this clue is 7 down. That is a good raid phrase, Marky B. Grill, football player, endlessly absorbed by yo-yo. Grill, a football player, endlessly absorbed by yo-yo. It's not going to be QB. Is it going to be like TE for tight end? Oh, hang on. Isn't there something like a hibachi that is like a Korean grill or something? Because I think it's that, because that's your grill. Is it spelt like that? Like Hitachi, but with a B. Sorry, yes, that would make more sense. So how would that... So yo is hi, yo. So yo is hi. And a football player is a back, but it's endless to take off the last K, and you put back in hi. That's quite a good clue. And I did solve that one. And this is both kinds of football. Okay, they knew. Oh, I'm pleased with myself for that one. Difficult word, and not an easy word play either. So, yes, excellent. Portrayed a decent punk. Yes. Yeah, I'm happy with 8. My legs are cold. The heating's gone off because it's allegedly warm enough in this room, and it isn't. Very strange. Go for 8. Portrayed a decent punk, and punk is an anagram indicator here, so it's an anagram of a decent. And it is enacted, yep. What about table football? Does it work in table football? Halt Sumerian city in time. Okay. I haven't got any of the letters for this. Sumerian city, I'm assuming. Is there a sop and then you make it stop? No, I'm going to have to come back to that one. I need a bit of help with that one. Canal zone getting behind petition. Canal zone getting behind petition. Okay, well, it's got to be Suez. Because we've got a U and an E, and there's the word canal there. So Wheel of Fortune says it must be Suez. Now, why is it that? It's not Zeus backwards. Zone. Is zone something getting behind petition? Okay, if you sue, you do a petition if you sue, and a zone can just be Z. To petition is to sue. Okay, yeah, there you go. And finally, struggle. Grabbing head of serpentine squeezer. Yes, I'm happy with this. I would have spelt it differently. I know this word as having a slightly different spelling. Or is that? Yeah, I just spelt it with a C. Not this, not an S. Go for 15. So if you struggle, you vie. Struggle for victory, vie for victory. Head of serpentine is S, so it's got to be vice. But I would have spelt it with a C. Well, I have a feeling in the UK we spell it with a C. Let's have a look. Because, of course, it means a sin, of course. Yeah, so we do spell it with a C. That's what it is. A vice is a tool with movable jaws for gripping an object that's being worked on in British English, but it is V-I-S-E in American. So that's fine. Okay. Yes, indeed. So 10. French town. Car. With English imprisoned? So where does can come from? English is E. With can be can it? Can you do that? With you do that? E is in a can. Oh. It's a semi-an lit then, isn't it? E is imprisoned in a prison, which is a can. But I feel like something's missing there. But it does work, but I feel like something's missing. Anyway, there we go. Car is the name of the thing. Yeah, to be fair, given some of the cheeky stuff I do in clues, this is fine. Husband. Getting into jazz musicians' raps. Cass. So is it Chas? Is it Mama Cass? You don't need to know the name of a specific musician. Interesting. Okay. So I want to put an H either here or here. Cat. A jazz musician's called a cat, aren't they? There we are. Go for 12. Go for 12. I'm going to have a slip of coffee whilst you tell me. The French for cat is chat. Le chat, chien. So it is cats, which are jazz music. So a cat is a jazz musician, but the apostrophe S, we can put the S afterwards. So jazz musicians, cats, and then H goes in it for raps. So a rap is to just talk as well. Knock out. Oh, KO. Ah, and then Chinese is CH, and is it spelled? Is it said Coke or is it actually said cock? I'm assuming it's not, but I don't know. Please tell me how it is said. Co. It's said co. Knockout is KO. Chinese is CH. Politician in New York. Co. Koch. I'm getting all sorts of things now. Koch. Okay, rhymes with botch. There we go. So that is 19. Oh, is that like misted or something? Upset about pair of final letters. Okay, a pair of final letters is going to be a pair of Z's. So is it going to be drizzled? Gently fell down is drizzled, isn't it? Upset about pair of final letters. Driled? Oh no, gently fell is drizzled. Down is D and riled. There it is. Riled is your, if you upset something, you rile it. And then put that about a pair of final letters. That's ZZ, ZZ. Should put the ZZ at the top there, shouldn't we, really? That is drizzled. And there we go. Upset and about, and no anagrams, yes. Let's have a look. Final. Oh. So it's got to be hour then? Halt Sumerian city in time? Is that hour? If it is, why is it hour? Okay, so halt is who goes there, and the Sumerian city is the classic. That's a classic city that I'd forgotten about. I haven't come across that for a while. And then in time is an hour. There we go. Now, some of these letters are going to be in the same place. So this E is in the same place in the grid, for example. We've got an A here. And so on and so forth. Now, I've missed what? I have. Yes, indeed. Sorry, yes, yeah. So you're just talking about the fact that I missed one of the sevens down. Yeah, indeed, yeah. Well, at least there's at least one more. Let's have a look at which letters are... these are the letters that are the same in both grids. It's duct tape. Woohoo! Da 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 da. Woohoo! DuckTales. Yes, it's duct tape. That is what is holding the grid together. That is the common bond, and that are there any types of duck in here? Is there a further type? Is there a further thing, or is it just literally that's it? I don't think there's anything extra going on. Anyway, that is common bond by Hex.